Okay, so if you don't know this already, my name is Tumelo Makgakga and I run First Place Assurance and Advisory, and we are an accounting, auditing, tax, and consultancy business. So the other day, I received an email or an inquiry from a potential client, and this was regarding the fact that she got an email from the CIPC, and the CIPC was informing her of their intention to deregister her company. She said to me, but why are they deregistering my company? This company is operating, this company has a bank account, this company is trading, it has employees, it has got transactions, we are renting a place. She was so frustrated, right? Um, so it turns out that if you don't know this already, the CIPC is on a mission to deregister all companies that are non-compliant with their regulations, or um, so to put it simply, companies that have not been filing their returns, companies that have not uh, done what is called beneficial ownership declarations. And I think if you check, or if you are up to date with the current affairs, you may have seen even on the news where they say they are doing a mass deregistration of companies, like 500,000 or 800,000 companies are going to be deregistered. So this particular potential client was so frustrated, and I thought, you know what, let me just do a video and talk about this, because after getting that first email, I started getting a lot of inquiries about this particular matter. So it turns out that people are not aware that in addition to complying with SARS and all of that, you still have to do your annual returns with the CIPC. And I think what happened is in the past 12 to 24 months, South Africa was what is called grey listed. And one of the reasons was that South Africa is not keeping a record, or the CIPC does not have a record of in their registry of companies. Firstly, it's not up to date, and they do not have a record of beneficial owners of the companies that are registered with them. And then after that grey listing, the CIPC then took steps to rectify, right? To say, okay, how do we fix this? And I think communications came out, it was sent out to business owners and so on, to say that from a particular date, I think it was around 2023, if I'm not mistaken, from a set date, companies are going to be required to file what is called beneficial ownership. And beneficial ownership just means that the CIPC wants a register, or they want to know behind each and every company who is the ultimate beneficial owner. As you can imagine, companies are owned by different people. You would have shareholders. You would have, if your company has structures and all of that, you find there's a holdings company, there's a trust, and all of that. So they want a record of that. And when they say beneficial owner, they want to know who is the warm body behind the company. Who are the beneficiaries? Who are the people who are actual beneficiaries of these companies? Now, I think the due date was then set for those filings to take place, and the companies that had not complied with that, companies that were still non-compliant at a set date, were then set to be deregistered. And this is why there's an influx. And you may have received this email to say we are going to deregister your company. And it's for this reason. It's the fact that, number one, you either haven't been filing your annual returns, but if your annual returns are up to date and you still get this email, that means that it is the fact that you have not filed your beneficial ownership declaration with the CIPC. So that's what's going on with that. If your company does get deregistered, you can apply for what is called a reinstatement. That is going to be a process on its own. It costs 200 Rand. There's a form that you need to complete. You need to provide supporting documents to prove that the company is indeed still trading. And then you would have to, once you fill the form, submit that, apply for the reinstatement with the CIPC. And then they say, after your reinstatement has been approved, you will have, I think, about 30 days to rectify any non-compliance, which means that if your issue was the annual returns that you have not been filing, you have 30 days to file all the outstanding annual returns. If your issue was the beneficial ownership that had not been done, then you will have 30 days from reinstatement to be able to file the beneficial ownership. Then you will get your company back. Because right now, a lot of people are panicking to say, but I'm trading, my company is active. Why is it now saying deregistered? Or why is the CIPC already deregistering it? There is a way to rectify it, but it is a process, like with anything that has to do with, government and all of that. There's gonna be a process behind it, but it's not all lost. You don't have to now go and register a new company or start a new, start afresh. No, you can go and apply for reinstatement. And this is something that I think many people were not aware of what are the requirements of this particular, especially with the beneficial ownership being a new thing. Not everyone was aware of it, but I think most people are aware of the annual CIPC returns. So that's where that is coming from. A lot of panic and a lot of emails are going back and forth from the CIPC, and many people who run businesses are panicking. But there's no need to panic. You just apply for reinstatement. Your company will be reinstated, and you can then rectify the non-compliance. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys got the email as well, notifying you of the intention to deregister your company. It's shocking, right? It's shocking because you know that this business is operating, and now all of a sudden they want to deregister my company. Let me know in the comment section if you got any of these letters and how you dealt with it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.